Introduction. Taipei, Taiwan's bustling capital, is increasingly on the radar of expats seeking a safe, modern gateway to East Asia. This world-class city, as one recent survey notes, ranks fourth safest globally. Crime is extremely low, and public services, police, transit, hospitals are reliable. Taipei's clean streets, efficient metro, and friendly locals make it feel secure day or night. In U.S. government travel advisories, Taiwan is rated Level 1, exercise normal precautions, with the main cautions being natural hazards, earthquakes, typhoons, floods, rather than crime. Practically speaking, Taipei offers excellent connectivity, flights to nearby Asian hubs, fast trains to southern Taiwan, and high living standards at a lower cost than Tokyo or Seoul. Earners, retirees, or digital nomads often find they can stretch their budgets here. Safety, healthcare, and quality of life are top-notch, but prospective movers should also weigh local trade-offs: typhoon season, building codes for earthquakes, and Mandarin as the lingua franca. This guide will walk through the key factors: safety, cost, visas, healthcare, taxes, climate, transit, education, and more, to help you decide if Taipei fits your expat goals. Safety and security. Taipei is consistently hailed as very safe. In a 2023 Global City Survey, Taipei placed fourth worldwide for safety, with a crime index far below other cities. Violent crime is exceedingly rare. Most expat concerns are minor, e.g., taking care of possessions in crowded markets. Police response is professional, and emergency services run smoothly. Domestic incidents like petty theft or scams can happen, as in any big city, but statistics show Taipei's overall crime rates are among the lowest globally. U.S. authorities advise only normal precautions, noting instead that Taiwan's main risks are natural events, earthquakes, typhoons, floods, and extreme heat. Neighborhoods popular with expats, Da'an, Xinyi, Tianmu, and the business districts, are well-patrolled and family-friendly. Some livelier areas, e.g. nightlife spots in Xinyi, Zhongshan, late at night warrant usual caution. Overall, Taipei's excellent street lighting, 24/7 convenience stores, and ubiquitous CCTV cameras add to a sense of security. In short, most foreigners report feeling safe walking around at all hours. Cost of living and housing. Rents in Taipei are among the city's biggest expenses, but they still undercut Tokyo and Seoul. In central Taipei, expect to pay NT 20,000 to 40,000, US $600 to US $1,200 for a one-bedroom apartment. For example, data-driven housing guides show a Da'an district one-bedroom rents around NT 18,000 to 28,000. In Xinyi district, the high-end financial zone, rents are higher, roughly NT $22,000 to $35,000 for a small flat. Subletting from another tenant usually adds a premium. The leafy Tianmu area, North Taipei, known for large international school-style apartments, often runs in the same broad range or a bit higher for roomy quarters. Detached houses, Tou Tiancuo, are very rare in Taipei proper. Most expats live in mid- or high-rise condos. Budgets. Overall, Taipei is notably cheaper than Tokyo and Seoul. Cost of living sites estimate a single person can live, rent plus food plus utilities, on roughly US $1,300 to $1,500 per month in Taipei, versus $1,700 plus in Tokyo or Seoul. For example, the same index puts Taipei 26% less expensive than Tokyo, $1,257 versus $1,698. A recent comparison found a single-person budget $1,495 in Taipei versus $1,744 in Seoul. These figures include housing and basic expenses. In practice, many expats find monthly budgets for a couple or small family of NT 80K to 120K. Approximately 2,500 to 3,800 are adequate. Eating out, groceries, and public transit are inexpensive. A subway ride is only 60 cents to $1 US, for instance. In short, your rent will likely be NT $20 to 40K month, $600 to $1,200, cheaper than in equivalent Tokyo-Seoul districts, and your overall cost of living is correspondingly lower. Of course, imported goods, North American or European brands can be pricey, and Taipei's nightlife and dining scene can tempt even budget minders. Taiwan Employment Gold Card, Work Visa. For foreign professionals, Taiwan's Employment Gold Card is a standout perk. This single unified document, available in 1, 2, or 3-year terms, combines your work permit, resident visa ARC, and re-entry permit. Most importantly, it grants an open work authorization. You can legally work for any employer or multiple employers, or even freelance or start your own business, without needing a job-specific visa. Official sources describe it simply as a combined open work permit, residence permit, and visa for skilled expatriates. To qualify, you must meet criteria like having a certain skill credential or minimum income, roughly $50,000 a year, though exact rules vary by field. The application is entirely online via the official Taiwan Gold Card site. Processing is fast, 30 days once documents are in order, and the fee is only a few hundred USD. Spouses and minor children of Gold Card holders can join as dependents on family visas. Notably, Gold Card holders join Taiwan's national health insurance after only 6 months in country, and there are fiscal incentives too. New cardholders can exempt foreign earned income above NT $3 million, around 100K, from Taiwanese tax, for up to 3 years. After the exemption period, regular tax rules apply. In practice, the Gold Card has made working and living in Taiwan very straightforward for many expats, far simpler than in neighboring countries. Healthcare. National health insurance. Taiwan's national health insurance, NHI, is universally lauded for quality and affordability. By law, any foreigner with a resident visa, ARC, must enroll in NHI, typically after 6 months of residence. Those with employer sponsorship will usually be enrolled even sooner, on day 1 of work. Premiums are very low by Western standards, roughly 5% of salary split between employee, 30%, and employer, 60%. Covering doctor visits, hospital stays, prescriptions, and major treatments with minimal copays. Expats come to appreciate having world-class hospitals and clinics accessible at public insurance rates, often just a few dollars OOP. For new arrivals, the waiting period means you should have short-term insurance in the first half year, but after that, you'll enjoy the same coverage as locals. Dependents like spouse children under your ARC are also covered. In sum, Taipei's healthcare system is first-rate and highly cost-effective for expatriates, one of the city's big quality-of-life advantages. Taxation and residency rules. Taxation in Taiwan is relatively straightforward. The key is 183 days. A foreigner who stays in Taiwan for more than 183 days in a calendar year is considered a resident for tax purposes. As a resident, you must file a single annual return, due by end May, on income earned in Taiwan, plus any foreign-sourced income for services performed here. The tax rates are progressive, 5% to 40% as of 2025, after personal exemptions and deductions. If you stay less than 183 days in a year, you're a non-resident and generally only taxed on Taiwan-sourced income via withholding. For Gold Card holders or any expat, this means planning your stay if you want to minimize tax. In practice, many full-time workers will exceed 183 days anyway, in which case they pay taxes much like Taiwanese citizens do. Taiwan also has various tax credits and treaties depending on your home country, so it's wise to consult an accountant. One big plus, for the first 3 years on a Gold Card, any foreign income above NT $3 million is fully tax-exempt, making it much easier to live here tax-efficiently. Climate, natural hazards, and air quality. Taipei's climate is subtropical. Summers, June-September, are hot and humid. Daytime highs often reach 32-35 degrees Celsius, 90 degrees Fahrenheit, with humidity around 75 to 80%. Typhoons are common in summer-fall, roughly June-October. Each year, Taiwan sees multiple tropical storms and at least 1 or 2 violent typhoons. The country is well prepared. Buildings are built to code, and typhoons bring citywide drills, flight, bus cancellations, and occasional flooding. But it's a factor to expect if you live here. Winters, December to February, are mild, 10 to 20 degrees Celsius, 50s to 60s Fahrenheit, but damp, with occasional chilly northeasterly winds. Taipei also sits near the Pacific Ring of Fire, so earthquakes are possible, though destructive quakes are rare in Taipei due to strict building standards. The U.S. State Department specifically calls out earthquakes and tsunamis as risks. Weighing this, be aware of emergency procedures and have basic earthquake kits at home. On most days, Taipei's air quality is acceptable, far better than pollutant-heavy Chinese cities. However, wintertime can bring haze and PM 2.5 spikes, partially from industrial pollutants blown in from China, plus local traffic emissions. It's worth checking local AQI forecasts if you have respiratory issues. But for most people, the air is not a deal-breaker. In a positive note, Taipei has extensive parks and is uphill from mountains and sea breezes, which help keep the air fresh more often than not. Transportation infrastructure. Taipei's public transit is one of Asia's best. The MRT metro covers nearly all districts, with new lines opening regularly, and clean, efficient trains run from 6 a.m. to midnight. A single ride costs about NT $20 to $65, 60 cents to $2 depending on distance. The city also has an excellent bus network and plentiful taxis, both inexpensive. For quick trips, the popular public bike share, U-Bike, has thousands of stations citywide. A 20-minute bike ride can bypass traffic altogether. Traffic jams can occur like any city, but Taipei's compact size, around 2.6 million population, keeps average commutes relatively short. Many expats quote 30 to 40 minutes end-to-end on public transit. Major trains, TRA, and the high-speed rail connect to other cities in Taiwan, e.g., Taipei-Kaohsiung, in around 1.5 hours. Plus, Taoyuan International Airport is only 30 to 40 minutes away by express bus or MRT. In short, getting around Taipei and beyond is easy, saving time and stress compared to cities with poorer transit. Education, international schools. For families, Taipei offers a strong lineup of international schools, mostly concentrated in Shilin and Tianmu. The largest is Taipei American School, TAS, offering K-12 American-style education. Also prominent are Taipei European School, Morrison Academy, and Kangchao International School, among others. These schools typically charge high tuition, often NT $500,000 to $1,000 per year, i.e. 15K to 30K. For example, TAS lists tuition around 957K to 1,055K for 2026-27. Taipei European School is about NT 554K to 836K. While expensive, they provide much of the same curriculum, IB, AP, American, European, and campuses as you'd find in Singapore or Hong Kong. Beyond that, Taipei city schools are improving with bilingual programs, but local public schooling is Mandarin-based. Some expats pair children's schooling with domestic or international options. Bus or train to Taipei American School from outside Taipei is common. In short, if top-tier international K-12 education is a high priority, be prepared for substantial tuition costs. The upside is that Taipei's expat population is well served, and many families report high satisfaction with the quality of instruction and school community. Cultural life and trade-offs. Living in Taipei is very convenient for expats. English signage is everywhere. Electronic payments and apps streamline daily life, and most young people speak at least some English. That said, outside tourist and downtown areas, Mandarin Chinese is the daily language. Expats who learn basic Chinese or even Taiwanese find it much easier to integrate and navigate services. Housing options skew toward apartments. Those craving a backyard or a detached suburban home may find suitable neighborhoods only in very remote suburbs. High land costs mean even large apartments, e.g., 3 to 4 bedrooms in Xinyi, can be a significant budget item. If you value a standalone house, you'd mainly find multi-story townhouses in far-flung districts, and at higher cost. For most Taipei residents, condominium living is the norm. Finally, Taiwan does have political tensions with mainland China, but daily life in Taipei is unaffected. Expats report that locals are friendly and inclusive. International cuisine and goods are widely available, and easier obtained in Taipei than in many Asian cities. And cultural life, theater, music, festivals, night markets, hiking, is rich and accessible. Conclusion: Taipei offers a compelling blend of safety, affordability, and modern infrastructure that Western expats and others find very attractive. It's often cheaper than Tokyo or Seoul, while providing similarly high standards of healthcare, transportation, and schooling. The Taiwan Gold Card makes legal working and residency straightforward for professionals. Downsides include periodic natural hazards, typhoons, earthquakes, a humid climate, and a Mandarin environment outside expat circles. But for many, the positives outweigh these trade-offs. With open arms to foreigners and a top safety profile, Taipei can indeed be a gold card gateway to enjoying life in Greater East Asia. As one expert put it, in Taipei you will feel safe walking anywhere, a rare asset in today's world. All links to sources are available in the text version of this article. You can find the full article at movingabroad.life/blog. Thanks for listening. Thanks for listening to Moving Abroad Life. If this episode helped you get closer to your next move, make sure to subscribe so you never miss a new deep dive. For the full written breakdown, comparison data, and relocation resources, open your browser and type movingabroad.life right into your address bar. That's movingabroad.life. 2 words, movingabroad.life. New research drops multiple times a week.